Great, in this video I'm going to talk to you about the non-rebreathing system a little bit. So it's pretty similar to the rebreathing. The first step, you have your O2 cylinder, which is your E cylinder. Also have the yoke for the non-rebreathing. After the yoke, see, the third step is the pressure reducing valve, same thing as the rebreathing. Pressure gauge also tell you how much O2 is left in the tank. Then we will still use the O2 tubing, which is the green tubing, which carries oxygen from the cylinder to the flow meter, which is the next step. And this allows you to control the amount of how much oxygen your patient is getting. Okay. And then just like the rebreathing, it goes into the vaporizer inlet, and then into your vaporizers. Just like last video I told you, we usually use the isoflurane for here, and then we do have the sevoflurane, but we usually use this one. And then the next up is the vaporizer outlet, and then we get to a little bit different here because none of this stuff up here we don't use we don't use the negative pressure valve, we don't use the exhalation tubing, we don't use anything up here pretty much. So we still do use the scavenge tubing, except this one is blue. We still connect it to the scavenge. All right, and then let's see. And then we have our pop-off valve for the rebreathing, or no, I'm sorry, non-rebreathing. With the rebreathing, the pop-off valve is over here, but again, none of this is used for non-rebreathing. So we'll still have our reservoir bag. The tubing is just a bit different, because usually before, this was attached to here and would go up through and around all the way through here. With the non-rebreathing, we stop at about right here. So we disconnect this part, which is the let's see, the vaporizer inlet, not vaporizer inlet, the inhalation valve. So we don't use any of this part. And then again, we have our reservoir bag, and the part that goes into the ET tube is this part. It goes into the ET tube, chamber, and/or mask. And then for the pressure check, we still use this button, and I showed in the last video how to do the pressure check for the non-rebreathing. Yeah, so the main difference is just that we don't use any of this part. And